I think that what Candace Owens is doing right now is evil. It is evil what she is doing right now. Okay, and I say that again.
But what?
Because
like I didn't opine on whether it's evil or not, but my position is it's really none of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you comment on these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erika of?
Yes.
Of murdering her own husband?
She's accusing TPUSA insiders and other members of the right wing, including Seth Dillon, of being involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Yes.
So let me start right there and help this dork out real quick. Two things. One, when a husband and wife are together and the husband or the wife passes away and there is an unaliving and it wasn't natural causes, the spouse is automatically the first person that is of interest to see if they had something to do with that person passing away. That is the first thing. The second thing is, why are you asking this woman like she just said, like she's the mother of the internet? This woman can say what the hell she wants to say, sir. Let me back up a little bit because this is important. This is very important because this is what these weirdos are doing.
None of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you comment on these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erika of?
Yes.
No. Of murdering her own husband?
She's accusing TPUSA insiders and other members of the right wing, including Seth Dillon, of being involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
So right here, everybody that had something to do with securing his life, think about that. The security team who allowed Charlie Kirk to pass away in their care, because not only did something happen to him, they actually grabbed him, carried him to the car, did not patch the wound, did not do anything, and then he died. So yes, they actually did have something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. Whether they did it or whether they didn't do it, they were in charge of his life. That's what security is there for, to protect you from dying. And if you die on their watch, you had something to do with him dying. Whether you did it or whether you did not stop somebody else from doing it, you are part of why he or she died. So what the hell are you talking about, sir?
Okay. I think Tucker is in a place right now of the same place that Charlie was getting to toward the end of his life, the same place that some people had tried to drive me, which is you're under withering, nonstop accusations of being something you know you're not. Well, but from some people who you love and who you've been protecting, at least in my case and Charlie's case, for 2 years, who you've been completely defensive of.
So what she's saying is Charlie Kirk was dealing with the same crap Candace Owens has been dealing with, the same crap Megyn Kelly has been dealing with. But the difference between them and Charlie Kirk is Charlie Kirk had Turning Point USA that is literally taking over the world, like to a certain degree, I would say incrementally. And because he had something for them to take, they took it. See, Candace doesn't have anything for them to take. Like, if you just take over the Candace Owens show, it would just be the Candace Owens show with another person sitting there, and it wouldn't make any sense for somebody to take over it. Megyn Kelly doesn't have anything specifically for them to take. Charlie Kirk somebody gave him $4.7 million to start a business. It wasn't Charlie Kirk. It was his handler. So, but the thing about it is, I want all of y'all to understand one thing. They did have something to do with Charlie Kirk's death, whether they did it or whether they didn't stop the person from doing it. Because that's the thing. They did not stop a person from killing Charlie Kirk. That means they had something to do with Charlie Kirk dying. I just wanted to make sure that is understood. And with all that being said, I got a new intro, y'all. Drop fire emojis in the chat if y'all like this intro. Here we go. New intro.
This is Sparta!
Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop, yitty, 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 yitty. Drop, yitty. Everybody hit the like button. Drop, yitty, yitty, yitty. Drop me, know where you at.
Do it! Just do it! Just do it!
All right, let me know what y'all think about that intro. Do y'all like it better than the other one? Do you like the last one better than that one? All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Drop fire emojis if y'all like that intro. I might do a different intro song every week. Let me know if I should do that. Because I'm getting more and more used to making music. I'm enjoying that. Let me know what y'all think.
And I both felt, and because we talked about this on my show, like, what's happening here? Why are they dropping charges of anti-Semitism against us when we love Jews and we're both open Semites?
By the way, we've now learned that the hundreds of millions of dollars that was rejected by Charlie Kirk has now been secured by his successors. So in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's death, the very people that he did not want influencing Turning Point USA are influencing Turning Point USA. And it's people like Tyler Boyer that are making all of this possible. So like I mentioned, this guy is a political operative of sorts. He came out of the GOP in Arizona, no less. Maricopa County on top of that. One of, if not the most politically corrupt and disgusting jurisdictions in all of the country. This was the launching pad for the full frontal assault on America's electoral system in its most aggressive form. And that's where this guy was plugged in. Tyler Boyer.
Real quick. Scotty says, Mr. Let Go, when is all of this hard work with the Scooby-Doo crew going to pay off and see Tyler released from jail and Charlie's security detail arrested and prosecuted? Already so obvious. So that's a great question. Of course, we're not the feds, we're not the police. So you may think, can we actually do something? The answer is yes. So when? I don't know when, because we don't have control over when, but we do have a little bit of control over this. And here's the reason how and why. Everything operates off of propaganda and narrative, and public outcry is always important, especially when it comes to criminal investigations. A lot of times, if the public outcry is loud enough, the feds would work harder. The detectives would open cold cases. I don't know if y'all ever heard of cold cases. Sometimes they don't find the killer. They'll just, pack it up and just say, forget it. But if the public outcry pushes them to reopen a case, I'm just using this as an example, they'll reopen a case. So the feds, the police, the jurisdiction, the judicial branch of the government operates off of how we operate. So when we talk shit, when we literally like put pressure on our congressperson, when we put pressure on the media, because the thing about it is nobody's watching CNN no more. Nobody's watching ABC, CBS, NBC. They're not watching them anymore. They're watching us. So yes, we have their ear and we have their eyes. Allie literally told me that IHOP looked me up. What was it, Allie? If you in the chat, the 27th, I think. IHOP looked me up on the 27th, and I'm not scared. Let me know, Allie, if you in here, because she looked up Google trends and everything. Other countries are paying attention to what I'm talking about. So if a whole nother country is paying attention to what I'm doing, you don't think a judge, you don't think the jury, you don't think the prosecution, you don't think the defense is paying attention to what we're doing? If a whole nother country is paying attention to what the Scooby-Doo team is talking about? So you goddamn right. We have the ability to make some changes, not just with this case, but with our own lives, with the economy, because we are the new media. Type in, we are the new media. They're listening to us now. So yes, we can not only solve the case, but keep this young man, Tyler Robinson, from going to prison. 1,000%, because we are the new media. Thank you for asking that question. That was a very important question.
The chief operating officer at TPUSA, who secures all of the Jewish donors that Charlie Kirk was refusing to align with.
You wouldn't believe how many famous person are in my DMs either mad at me because they're one of the people that I've talked about. They're in my DMs like, yo, why are you talking about me? Or either famous people like, yo, keep up the good work. I see what you're doing. Famous people. Some of the people that I'm talking about, shitting on, saying that they're part of this whole thing, they're DMing me. Multiple. Not just one, multiple people are DMing me, saying, "Hey man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Why you got me in? Why you got me in this? This is slander." No, it's not no goddamn slander. One, if you're famous, that means you're a public figure, and when you're a public figure, people are naturally going to talk about you. So you can't talk shit about me slandering you if I'm just talking about you. Now I can't say something crazy about you, but I definitely can talk about you. So there are so many different ways of me seeing that they are listening to us and they are listening to what we have to say. And that means they can actually change how they do things dealing with this whole case, depending on how much pressure we put on them. And we're not going to stop. Shout out to Manual Override. You are making amazing points. Thank you so much. And shout out to Original Dankster. What's going on, bro? Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. We are the real media. Yes, we are. TPUSA is underway. Well, they about to be underwater. All right, let's keep going.
After his Mormon mission, he went to ASU. Candace Owens says that he majored in Soviet studies, which would somewhat make sense because his Mormon mission took him to Russia, at which point he developed ties to these shady Ukrainian orphanages.
Exactly, John. The truth cannot be slander. If you did some dumb shit and I'm talking about or reporting on the dumb shit you did, That's not slander.
Are so oftentimes connected directly with child operations. These relocation schemes in war-torn countries.
He is talking about right here, Tyler Boyer had something to do with the orphanage that your girl Erika Kirk was out there doing in Romania. So he came from Russia and then he came over to Romania in some type of capacity, according to Stu, was helping with the orphanages or something. You know, like, I don't want to get sued, but according to Stu, he over there with Erika Kirk with the little orphan kids. And the orphan kids were skipping around over allegedly at an army base doing who knows what. And Tyler Boyer, who is the COO of Turning Point USA, has multiple charges of stuff that I don't even want to say because I don't want no problems with YouTube.
And you remember who else was directly tied to Eastern European orphanages? Erika Kirk in Romania. What are these people doing? Do you find that to be just a little bit weird at 22 years old? Is this the type of thing that you were into?
So he's saying Tyler Boyer was 22 years old over in Romania with some orphanages. But Erika Kirk was 17 years old over in Romania with her mama with the orphanages. Because we found out that Erika Kirk wasn't just some random 17-year-old over in Romania, with all this shit. No, her damn mama was running the whole thing. So just like Diddy's mama, y'all remember Diddy's mama? Hold on, let me help y'all out with y'all memory. Just like Diddy's mama had Diddy in some weird stuff, Erika Kirk's mama allegedly had Erika Kirk in some weird stuff. Hold on, let's talk. Let me let you know about what Diddy's mama was doing real quick.
Some shady characters. However,
all right, so see, a lot of these people, their parents are into weird, nasty, shady stuff. See, there's a good possibility that a lot of these people's parents were hanging out with Epstein. Charlie Kirk's parents, possibly, I don't know. Erika Kirk's parents, possibly, I don't know. Tyler Boyer's. The reason why they all are together is because of their parents. So let me remind you what Diddy's mama was doing is similar to what Erika Kirk's mama was doing.
she was hooking up young women with some shady characters. However, it all came crashing down when one of the hustlers allegedly did something unspeakable to one of the young women. Rumor has it that Janice managed to evade any charges thanks to her late husband's connections to law enforcement. So, if all these rumors are true, it really makes you wonder if this is one of the reasons Diddy appears to have twisted relationships with women. The story goes that Janice was allegedly pushing Diddy to do whatever it took to climb that ladder of success, with some even claiming that she encouraged him to cozy up to powerful men, letting them use him to get ahead, only for Diddy to turn around and allegedly do the same to others. And when Diddy started showing some seriously troubling signs, think anger issues and other disturbing personality traits, Janice allegedly egged him on to be ruthless. But here's where things take another sinister turn. Even when Diddy's anger turned on her, Janice apparently didn't lift a finger. According to Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, Kirk.
So this is why this is important. Somebody said earlier, a second ago, about do we have the ability, or when are these people going to go to jail? And is all these videos going to change this whole case? Well, do you know that us YouTubers, us, not just me, like I would say about 10, 15 people that covered the Diddy case? Do y'all know that's part of the reason why Diddy is doing 4 years in prison? Because of us? because how we stayed on their necks. Put a 1 in the chat if you're aware that YouTube has a lot to do with Diddy going to prison for 4 years. And just like we put Diddy in jail for 4 years, we're going to put some of these motherfuckers in jail for 4 to 10 years. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember all the Diddy videos that I did or other people did. Folks was all at the courthouse and everything. We did that because we set the narrative. Because like I said, public outcry is huge when it comes to anything political, because we are the voters. We are the people that are going to vote for a person for another term. So they always listen to what the voters are saying. So when we want somebody in prison, when we want some answers, we get answers. And one more thing, speaking of that, and I said this before, I was a part of the NFAC, and if y'all want to look up NFAC, you can look it up if you want to. We are one of the reasons why Breonna Taylor and the people in Kentucky got justice. Do y'all remember when Breonna Taylor lost her life because of something crazy? Well, we went down there 7,000 deep and demanded answers there. See, I already know how to demand answers. This ain't new to me. When shit happens, we work together and put pressure on the politicians. We put pressure on a mayor. We put pressure on a governor. We put pressure on a judge, because some of y'all don't realize this. Judges are elected officials just like everybody else. And a judge wants to serve another term. You don't fill out an application to be a judge. You are elected to be a judge. So our words matter. All right, so let's keep going.
To when you were 22, 23, 25 years old, were you running Ukrainian orphanages? And some people say that Tyler Boyer actually introduced Erika to Charlie Kirk. So the timeline of this guy's life just reads like that of a complete cutout man. Someone who's sent in for a specific job that keeps popping up in all of these noteworthy places under noteworthy circumstances because he's there by design. And because he'll just do his job without asking too many questions because he's compromised. So look at this. You have Andrew Colvett, which is one of these TPUSA bigwigs on X, talking about how TPUSA is starting 50 new campus chapters every day. 50 new campus chapters every day. So, of course, naturally, you start doing the math and you start taking a look at how many college campuses are there in this country. Well, the answer is right here. That's easy math. And since there's 3,722 degree-granting post-secondary institutions in the United States, including community colleges, Turning Point will have a chapter at every school in the country in just 74 days. But wait a second. What if they're not talking about college campuses? What if they're talking about younger boys? What if they're talking about high schools? And there it is.
There it is.
These people have the tendency, the fetish, the knack, the need to constantly put themselves around younger and younger boys.
And that's the reason why I'm in this. Because a lot of these nasty, disgusting human beings are doing weird shit with tadpoles. Whether it's Tyler Boyer or whether it's Erika damn Kirk. And speaking of Erika Kirk, let's talk about Erika Kirk, old lying ass. Because if you guys didn't know, Erika Kirk and Candace Owens had some words. Not necessarily, but they're talking to each other. Let's get it.
Greatest voices of our generation. Why? How? What's
All right, listen to this broad.
greatest voices of our generation? Why? How? What's behind it? Like, everyone's trying to process this. And I respect.
Here you go, this bullshit. Why is it every time she says some damn words, she go patting her left, and it's the same eye. She just like, what are you doing? Do you realize how dumb you look when you do this, ma'am? Like, you look stupid. Stop patting your one. It's always that same eye.
It's lost one of the greatest voices of our generation. Why? How? What's behind it? Like, everyone's trying to process this. And I respect that. But where my heart is just asking for some grace is for the one.
She looks so stupid.
He was so 32. 32. You're so lucky to have Donald. So it's not necessary. No camera. My husband just was not materialistic.
It be the same eye. And y'all think we be messing with this woman. In real time, she wipes the same damn eye every time. This crazy ass woman.
To die free. It's the greatest victory. Yeah, okay. I have a message. This is very intense. Do you get OSHA?
In real time, y'all. In real time. We're not just making up shit. She's doing it.
They have to relive that every single day. He didn't die in a car accident. He didn't die from cancer. He was assassinated.
Now she's wiping her nose.
And the difference between this and previous assassinations in this country is there was no social media. There was no AI. I can tell you how many.
Hold on, y'all. Let's make sure. Let's get the likes up. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Take a second to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Because y'all not hitting the like button is y'all gonna cause me to cry. All right, can y'all please hit the like button? I ain't hitting the like button. Y'all ain't hitting the like button. They not hitting the like button. So if y'all don't want me to start crying online and touching my cheek like Erika Kirk, can y'all please hit the like button, please? Because y'all gonna make me cry. Come on, y'all. Please hit the like button. Hold on. Let me wipe my nose too. All right. Hold on. Let me wipe my head. Trying to do the Erika Kirk. All right. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. For y'all make me cry.
Fake images are out there of all of this. And again, my only request is that just please pray and consider and think about whatever you put online, because it's going to impact his kids in the future.
Ma'am, you are impacting your own kids in the future. And I'm not saying you whacked them, but your people whacked them. Or let's just say, for argument's sake, she's innocent, which she isn't. Your people let him get whacked. How about that? And then not only did your idiot ass people let your husband get whacked, your dumbass, you go out and keep the same security team for yourself. Look at this shit. Look at this dumb broad. So one or two things, because I'm trying to look at things objectively. Let's say Erika Kirk and her and everybody else didn't whack her husband, because we all know they have something to do with it, right? But let's just say, for argument's sake, Erika Kirk is innocent and she has no idea what happened. at the end of the day, this dumb idiot ass security team of theirs let him get whacked. Let's say she's innocent. Would you allow the same idiots that let your husband get killed right in front of them and bumble the whole situation? Would you let these same idiots protect you after your husband died? No, look at this shit. So you're an idiot, whether you had something to do with this or whether you didn't. Either way, you're an idiot. Sorry, Erika Kirk. So if you're innocent, you're probably even more dumb than if you weren't innocent. Because why is your stupid ass walking around with the same people that didn't protect your husband? Because you're stupid. Or you're not stupid and everything worked as planned, which means you're a genius. So you're either an idiot or either you're a genius, Erika Kirk, because that's the man right there. That's the man with the little shades and shit. You know, he's sitting over there. And speaking of that man, let me show y'all something about him. Some of y'all seen this before. But that same man, because I want y'all to think about this. That same man right there that is guarding you, because this is
if we remove Christian values, which you may or may not.
This shows how stupid Erika Kirk is. That same man that you just seen behind Erika Kirk. Look what this nigga doing.
So what I'm getting at, though, is if we remove Christian values, which you may or may not be suggesting, what do we replace them with?
I guess my question is more centered around using taxpayer dollars. Well, I guess I can leave with a question. How do you feel?
What he back there doing? Y'all seen that? Is that man back there buying crack? What is he doing?
About to the lesser. These are all Christian.
What are you doing? What is that? Is that cocaine? I don't know. I don't want to get sued. But this man over here buying crack while this man at a school. They're at a school. They're at a freaking college. They're at a freaking college, and this man buying crack. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is stupid as Erika Kirk has this man as her security detail after all of this. So you're an idiot, ma'am. Sorry. Look at this shit. This man buying crack at school. What are you doing, sir? Oh, we ain't even gonna talk about this dude that we seen pictures of you still around this dude also. So even if you like, yo, I don't think one guy was on an up and up, but what about this guy?
They just shot Charlie.
This freaking buffoon is sitting here taking selfies while his friend is dying. Don't even help. Don't even try to help. So, with all that being said, you are still hanging around every last one of these buffoons. This motherfucker, Tyler Boyer, who got all kinds of sexual misconduct charges. You still hanging out with him. So, if Erika Kirk was really remorseful, she was really upset, if she was really embarrassed, she would have separated herself from all these idiots. But she didn't do that. And remember how every time somebody says something about Mikey McCoy, this little goofball boy who just walked away from Charlie Kirk as he was passing away, if you're his wife if you're Charlie Kirk's wife, how dare you turn around and say the amazing Mikey McCoy with how he did your husband? This man walked away from your husband, did not render any type of assistance at all, got on the phone like, mission complete. I mean, oh my God, regardless of whatever he said, because I think it was mission complete. The amazing, you call this man amazing? And then she turned around and said, I want to give shout out to the responders. You got all these some bitches still around you, and they all bumbled this situation. And you want to sit here crying with your little stupid handkerchief. They need to just leave us alone. No, we're not going to leave you alone. Because either you're an idiot or you had something to do with this whole situation. Shit is crazy. All right, hold on. I want to show y'all something else. Because I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This man in the background buying crack. But apparently you don't care about you don't care about him buying crack. You don't care about him bumbling your husband's life. You don't care about the other guy taking selfies while your husband is on the ground bleeding. You don't care about Mikey walking away, talking on the phone, putting on headphones and shit while your husband is dying. You don't give a damn about none of that, right? Here your dumb ass still hanging out with the same goddamn people. But you want us to leave you alone. No, bitch, we not. Look at this shit. Even though you let my husband get killed right in front of you, I want to have you keep me from getting killed right in front of you. Dude, what? Shit is stupid. Look, he right there. Probably bought some crack in there. Anybody know? He probably looking around like, anybody got some crack? Hey, anybody got some crack? Shh, anybody got some crack? I'm looking for some crack. This shit is sad, man. This shit is disgusting.
One.
And then to go a little farther.
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021.
I forgot.
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up.
No. We don't laugh about this. Don't do that. We don't laugh about this. You laugh about this. You laugh about this. He don't laugh about this. If you look at his face right here, he's just like, come on, don't embarrass me. I got you on my podcast. Why you embarrass me every time I have you on my podcast?
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies.
He like, no, we don't laugh about this. You're yet again, you're embarrassing me.
Meaning there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
yeah,
August.
all the.
That's crazy. This broad don't even know her own kid's birthday. Because it's a setup. It's a psyop. Erika Kirk is a walking psyop. Shout out to Amelia. Thank you so much for the $2. Shout out to Manual Override. Contradiction. I never watched a video of my husband minutes before. With all due respect, officer, I want to see what they did to my husband. Oh, and kiss him because I didn't get to his morning. Exactly. Every single part of this situation stinks. Manual Override, thank you again for the $10 super chat. Did we watch them in another lie? Did we catch them in another lie? if they were live streaming back to their social media team and Rod McCoy, then why does he need to go grab the SD card? You have a point. If y'all don't remember, Rod McCoy, who is another bumbling idiot, because all he has to do is stay quiet and then the secret would be safe. But Rod McCoy, his dumb ass can't stop standing on his pulpit telling on and lying on other people because Mikey said this, Erika said this, and he comes in and says something totally different, messing up the whole lie. But according to what everybody is saying, no, Rod McCoy said it. He said we were live streaming everything. But if they were live streaming everything, why did Mikey have to walk out and immediately call his dad if his dad was live streaming the whole thing? Man, you're override. You're right. If your dad was live streaming the whole thing, why did you storm off to call your dad? Your dad already knows what's going on because he was watching it. This is the reason why we're still talking about this a month and a half later. Because it still stinks a month and a half later. All right, let's keep going. Damn broad.
On the internet one day when they're older and see things that it's just, we're all trying to process this in their own way, and I appreciate that. But just some grace would be nice.
So I think it's a gracious answer, and I think it's a gracious request to, assert first and foremost that people are doing this because they care and they care about Charlie, and also this was a traumatic event that the entire world experienced, and also.
Man, your override said, yeah, you're right, but didn't he call Erika first? Yeah. Well, in my opinion, he called Erika to let Erika know that the job was done. And now she can start dancing around on stage with fire coming out of the floor. Like she's a wrestler.
Also,
because as we already know, like I would have loved to be the person to interview her, because all those pyrotechnics, her walking up on stage like she's a damn WWE wrestler, but y'all think she ain't got nothing to do with it.
The reason why the internet is investigating is because the feds aren't. And not only are they not investigating, they're telling some pretty obvious lies, right? Number one being that he was shot by a 30-06 and stopped the bullet, when in a normal circumstance, it would have decapitated him. Like a 30-06 will decapitate someone. And because they've been so ridiculous and then gaslighting us by being like, you're dishonoring Charlie's legacy, people are digging their feet in the ground because it's just disrupts us spiritually to watch something like that and then be told like nothing to see here. Now, here's what I will say about her request to consider the people that were there that day. The people that were there that day experienced a trauma because they watched Charlie Kirk die, or maybe they didn't see him die, maybe watched him get shot, heard the shot, who knows what the exact specs are. This is where it's going to be really hard for Erika to be a CEO and to be somebody who is a widow at the same time, right? Because the messaging that is coming out of Turning Point USA, so this is Erika in her CEO and her chairman capacity, has just been unacceptable, right? It can't be both. It can't be, okay, everybody, we're going to keep going. And, Mikey's going to take over for Charlie at his Liberty event that he has, which is going to be sold out. And Turning Point USA people who are directors of faith are going to be telling you, like, Mikey's got what it takes. Here's what, blah, blah, blah. And then Mikey's going to tell stories about that day, go on his show multiple times. Andrew's going to talk about it. Everyone's going to talk about it. And they don't want to talk about the stuff that we care about. Like, right. This is what it means to have a podcast, right?
Because they're talking about everything else, but they don't want to talk about what we want to talk about. So we're terrible people because we want to talk about why the hell is everything so weird. But because y'all don't want to talk about that, we're terrible people. Okay, I got it.
You can't want fame only on your command. This is right. Kind of the Meghan Markle thing, right? That we talk about. and I'm quoting this to Mikey McCoy. It's like everybody wants to be famous until you're famous. Okay. We want privacy now. Well, it doesn't actually work that way. You don't get to be like, I want to marry you and I want to be a princess and then become a princess. And you're like, well, I don't want to be a princess. Right. It's kind of, you got to pick one or the other. So if there were turning point individuals who were so traumatized that day and they needed to go away. I mean, I had to go away for 2 weeks to collect my thoughts about the trauma that I saw having watched it. And a lot of people I know that had to take breaks. I had to take the show off the air for a couple of days and they just, needed time to process. It'd be a little bit different. Actually, it's almost came across like they needed zero time to process and they were kind of annoyed that the world needed time to process. And then the things that they were telling us were lies. We were able to factually debunk things that we were being told. And then you've got people like Tyler, who's featured in this, Tyler Boyer, who you're the chairman and the CEO. Tyler Boyer is a sexual deviant, right? Why do we have to give, because he was.
Tyler Boyer is a sexual deviant. Literally every part of this situation is absolutely disgusting. Not a couple. Literally every character in this movie is disgusting. We can literally go down the line. We're gonna do that. We're gonna go down the line and see if anybody is clean in this situation. We're gonna do that.
At the hospital, give him grace. It's like, no, this is this is now what's at the head of the company. Charlie's not there. We want to make sure that this company is going to be committed to truth. We want to make sure this company is not going to be telling us that we can't care about this or not be focused on that, because we need to decide whether this is still the same company. That's what it means, right? Is this still the same company? And so I think with the McCoy thing, everyone wanted a stage until you got a stage, okay? And people started going lie, right? Case in point, Alex Clark wanted to do the Wall Street Journal thing until I caught this little lie. And it's like.
So let's do this real quick. We're going to look at every character and see if they have some dirt on them. First person, Tyler Boyer. We already talked about him. Sexual deviant. According to Candace, he likes boys. We just going to put it like that. Second person, Mikey McCoy. We seen what Mikey did, and Mikey is a piece of shit, so he got dirt on him. Next, Matthew Martinez. Well, good old Matthew, is a prominent TPUSA employee that was involved in a forced SA situation around the end of 2024. Next, Adam Hageman. This man is a prominent TPUSA official, and guess what? He did 5 years in prison for doing some weirdo shit having to do with SA at Turning Point. Not with his girlfriend, no, at Turning Point. Keep going. Raw McCoy, Mikey McCoy's dad. Literally everything he says is a lie. All right. So yes, because he's running around. The dirty thing that he actually did, because we talking about little dirt, not hearsay. This man literally, within 24 hours of Charlie Kirk being dead, this piece of shit, Rob McCoy, goes on Wikipedia and changes the Wikipedia page and makes it say Rob McCoy is co-founder of Turning Point USA and Turning Point Faith. You ain't shit. So he has dirt on him. Frank Turek. He's a pastor that was crawling around on the ground like a bitch. And you could say, well, just because he's a bitch doesn't mean he has something to do with this. Well, virtually everything that comes out of his mouth sounds like he has something to do with it, because he's against everything that everybody's trying to do. Next is Rick Cutler. Well, I showed you what Rick Cutler is the guy that was in Brown that was doing this little thing right here. So Rick Cutler got dirt on him. Dan Flood is the guy with the shades who's doing a little shit like this that was allegedly buying crack. Let's see. So we can go on and on because who else? I showed you the camera guy. I forgot his name. He's in here somewhere. Where is he? I know he's in here. Hunter Kozak. He's the guy that was in front of Charlie Kirk right before he died. He was seen practicing, like going like this, trying to make sure he is shocked when Charlie Kirk actually gets hit. And then, of course, the camera guy, I forgot his name. He's in here somewhere. But everybody, and of course, the queen of the shit, the queen of the shit, Erika Kirk. We don't need to go down that rabbit hole no more. We went way down a rabbit hole trying to find out what the hell she was doing. So, yes, every single character in this story got dirt on them. Provable dirt on them. I'll say it again. Provable dirt. See, we ain't just running around just making up shit. Each one of these pieces of shit has provable, documented dirt on them. Yeah, Erica's a ringleader. See now, bitch, get your ass up. Get your ass up out of here.
What are you saying this thing about Catholics? That's not true.
So apparently this is Erika Kirk with black hair. Charlie Kirk made her a star. Here's how she plans to honor him. I just want to make sure. I think that's Erika Kirk with black hair. Let me know. Maybe her actual hair is black because she wears a wig.
Like caught like this little lie. And it's like, what are you saying this thing about Catholics? That's not true. Okay. Take the stage or don't take the stage, but it can't.
Can y'all verify that this is Erika Kirk? Let me back it up a little bit. I just want to make sure.
We were able to factually debunk things that we were being told. And then you've got people like Tyler, who's featured in this, Tyler Boyer, who
Who is Alex? Okay, that's Alex Clark. Who is Alex Clark?
You're the chairman and the CEO. Tyler Boyer is a sexual deviant, right? Why do we have to give, because he was at the hospital, give him grace? It's like, no, this is this is now what's at the head of the company. Charlie's not there. We want to make sure that this company is going to be committed to truth. We want to make sure.
Hold on. Thank you, Manuel Override. Thank you so much for the super chats. Watch for their tactics. Astroturfing, fake grassroots support. Example, a flood of identical praise to create. I like that. A flood of identical praise to create the illustration of broad consensus when it's actually coordinated. The amazing Mikey and his heroic acts. Exactly. That is a flood of identical praise to make one particular person that did some goofball shit look like they didn't do some goofball shit and they did the opposite. Thank you. You're right. A flood of identical praise. That is a fact. Yeah, you're right. You are right.
This company is not going to be telling us that we can't care about this or not be focused on that, because we need to decide whether this is still the same company. That's what it means, right? Is this?
Thank you for exposing these demonic people. I appreciate you. And yes, thank y'all for supporting me exposing these demonic people, because my last video got demonetized. So I appreciate y'all supporting me, because this shit is trying. We be on here for like 2 hours and shit, and then we turn around and get demonetized. So yeah, the demons are demonetizing my video. So yeah, I appreciate y'all supporting me, man. It's a lot.
is still the same company. And so I think with the McCoy thing, everyone wanted a stage until you got a stage, okay? And people started going lie, right? Case in point, Alex Clark wanted to do the Wall Street Journal thing until I caught like this little lie. And it's like, what are you saying this thing about?
Oh, Alex Clark. Okay, thank y'all for that. You're right.
Catholics, that's not true, okay? Take the stage or don't take the stage, but it can't be in between. And then suddenly when the public turns against you, I don't want a stage anymore. That would be my response to that. And I do not have any sympathy for Rob McCoy. I have no sympathy for Mikey McCoy. I have no sympathy for Tyler Boyer. I think telling the truth is a very easy thing to do when you have a microphone. And if you don't want to tell the truth, it just makes you look more suspicious. And it can't be.
Hold on. Y'all are not hitting the like button. And it's hurting me. You just don't know how hurt I feel when I look down and I see that y'all are not hitting the like button. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Okay, let's get back to it. Hit the like button, y'all.
Because they're in a state of mourning, because they were like back on their feet the next day and giddy and sharing memories and talking about what happened on that day in detail. So except for the parts that we want to know about. I don't know. Doesn't work for me. And think that she's traumatized, but she wasn't traumatized when she like wore boots and stood outside for Wall Street Journal to click a picture of her a couple of days after Charlie died. I don't know. It feels like she was good. And she's a star now and tried to hard launch her podcast. She actually tweeted a couple of things the last couple of days, dripping with anger towards people that are asking meaningful questions. Here's one thing she wrote. Let me tell you something about Mikey. He's a mate. Just kidding. She didn't say that. I'm one of the longest tenured employees now at the organization. And Mikey has a servant's heart. If ever I've seen one, you know why he went to Korea and Japan? Because my boss, our productions director, who is the father of 6 children, asked him to. He is always traveling with me, a good portion of it, and he missed his kids, and he asked Mikey to please go and film instead. Okay. I'm just going to say.
I'll say it for you, Candace. Fuck Mikey, and who gives a fuck?
I think he probably went to Japan and Korea because it's an awesome opportunity. I don't know.
Nobody gives a damn about Mikey. Who gives a shit what Mikey did? Fuck Mikey.
Just a person who's been around a lot. And if I said, hey, do you guys want to go to Japan? Hip, hip, hooray. It's amazing. It's not exactly, going to build a house. What is it? A house for habitat houses. I think this is a pretty exciting opportunity. And so I don't understand why we just can't get basic answers about Mikey McCoy that would allow us to just move on from how we are feeling about his behavior following things and the things that were said about him following things, which make us feel like they were priming him to take over for Charlie. And we heard these things from his father. We heard these things from people at Turning Point USA. And if you're looking for a fact, he took over for Charlie, who was slated to speak at Liberty University. Okay, that's just a fact. Alex Clark also threw shade at us, and it's kind of incredible that she said this working for Turning Point USA. Here's what she wrote. On every podcast tribute episode I did about Charlie, I did not run my ad sponsorships.
Man, if you don't go head on somewhere, you don't. You know what? Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. I'm just gonna keep going. What in the world? On every podcast tribute episode I did about Charlie, I didn't turn my ad sponsorships on. Ma'am, Turning Point USA makes $90,000 a month, not a year, a month. There are 500 million. Hold on. They make 90 million. No, I'm sorry. They make $90 million a year. Sorry. Turning Point USA makes $90 million a year. They are a $500 million company. You talking about turning off some damn ads. You don't take your ass on somewhere.
My directive and choice to my team. We are now in debt to my sponsors. I didn't care. It felt like the right thing to do. Turning Point made something like $90 million. $90 million. $90 million.
Look, this hurt.
Turning Point made something like $90 million. $90 million. $90 million in the couple of weeks following Charlie's death. I think I first heard it was 70 million. It's gone up since then. They were selling like t-shirts at the memorial event, like Freedom Charlie t-shirts. They were selling products. And she is...
That's absolutely disgusting. They run around selling t-shirts and blood. They did not sell blood. I'm joking. If they were selling blood, that would have been crazy. We caught some blood that dripped off of Charlie. Who wants to buy it? This shit is disgusting, man. These guys are literal hyenas. They ate good off this man.
Yes, trying to imply that me speaking about his...
Oh, and this is a Charlie Kirk handkerchief. Let me know if y'all want to buy it. I'm selling Charlie Kirk handkerchiefs for $100. Who wants to buy my tears? Crazy.
His death and running ads is problematic. Now, first and foremost, on our tribute episode, we ran absolutely zero ads. We didn't even let YouTube run ads on that episode. So this is not a tribute episode. This is my podcast, and we're investigating this murder. And
pause here for a second.
Yep. Hold on. Somebody said it right here. Yep. Right here. Bitch, y'all out here geofencing all of the people that went to his funeral, tracking Christians and selling it to foreign countries. That memorial was gross. Exactly. They geofenced 270,000 people. And some of y'all don't know what geofencing is. Hold on. Where my girl video at? Y'all are disgusting. Hold on. Where's that video? Where's that video? I know I still got it. She says it so eloquently. Oh, I must have erased it. Hold on. I want to make sure. Here it is. Here it is right here. Let her say it.
Kirk thing go? Because we keep finding out more information. What if I told you that at Charlie Kirk's memorial, every single person there might have had their phone geofenced, meaning their phone was tracked? I'm not saying it definitely happened, but I would like us to gather the truth and the facts of a situation. On September 18th, 3 days before the memorial, official government filings showed that the country we're not supposed to talk about wired money to a company called Show Faith by Works. That same
So they sitting here whining about turning off some damn YouTube views, right? Watch this. Shout out to Rachel.
filing says the company signed a $4 million contract with that country we're not supposed to talk about.
They signed a Hold on, back up. This shit is disgusting.
That same filing says the company signed a $4 million contract with that country we're not supposed to talk about. Ministry of...
So think about that now. On top of everything else, on top of them selling t-shirts, blood, and damn handkerchiefs with They made $4 million off, man.
The Foreign Affairs to run what they call a Christian church geofencing campaign.
So they paid for this geofencing campaign. And you know who ran it? Who ran the geofencing campaign, y'all? Who was in charge of the geofencing campaign, y'all? Does anybody know that answer? If y'all been watching my videos, y'all know the answer. Who was in charge of the geofencing campaign? Erika's parents. Exactly. Good old mom and dad. Erika's mother. Exactly. Erika's mother. See, all y'all know. All y'all know. Erika's goddamn mother. Sorry, Erika's freaking mother. Erika's freaking mother. So, Erika, while you sitting here on podcast after podcast, interview after interview, patting that one part of your cheek that's dry as hell, looking like an idiot, your mama not only had you over in Romania with some damn orphans and some organs, I'll just put it like that. And I don't mean the organ that be in the church. I don't mean that organ. The other organ with an S over in Romania. And then you and your mama are over here geofencing innocent people that want to come to a Charlie Kirk memorial. I wish I would have went to that goddamn. I'm trying to stop saying that word. I wish I would have went to that damn memorial and got geofenced. And now y'all selling me IHOP shit. I would have sued y'all asses. But let's keep going. Y'all are pieces of shit.
$1 million contract with that country we're not supposed to talk about, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to run what they call a Christian church geofencing campaign. Here's what that means. Invisible GPS fences are drawn around churches and Christian colleges in states
by Erika Kirk's mama,
like Arizona, California, Nevada, Colorado. So basically, when your phone enters those zones, it can be tagged and then later hit with targeted ads or messages, tens of.
So they got their money on the back end and the front end.
Thousands of Christians filled a stadium in Arizona for the Charlie Kirk Memorial, right? The first payment of roughly, $326,000 had already been made to launch the geofencing project.
And this is documented. So while this broad sits around crying, talking about they ain't make no money and how dare y'all make money off of us, y'all make money off of your damn husband dying.
That's a fact. The filings talk about reaching believers with the country we're not supposed to name, influencers, emailing pastors, contacting people, even creating something called the October 7th experience. So, no, the document never says we track the memorial crowd, but the timing and the location line up almost perfectly. So you got to ask yourself, when faith gatherings draw huge crowds, who's building the geofences around there? Who's collecting the data? And what are they doing with it? Because in 2025, your faith and your
You're selling it to IHOP.
phone might both be on record. This just blew my mind. Oh, God. But it's definitely not that country we're not supposed to talk about.
Did kill Charlie Kirk. They have the motive to do so. Here are private messages which were verified by TPUSA. Charlie Kirk says, I just lost another huge donor. $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Charlie says, donors play into all stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the cause. There are numerous public clips from his own podcast where he's criticizing lobbyists and donors.
Because
donors have been the #1 funding mechanism of radical, open border, neoliberal, quasi policies.
Additionally, talking about how the narrative around
And every time you hear the dun dun dun, they're saying IHOP. I had to beep it all out.
October 7th doesn't make sense. Was there a stand down order?
I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand down order? I gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to.
He talks about the mainstream narrative around Israel. Are we getting the full story? He says this directly to Ben Shapiro the day before he was assassinated.
Is the media totally presenting the truth when it comes to? Just a question, that maybe we shouldn't believe everything the media says.
They have motive. There is clearly a break going on there. Additionally, you could easily manufacture all of the details of a case like this, and you can make it look believable. Well, if the person who did this was turned in by his own family, clearly it must have been him. Well, there are these private messages basically affirming that this person definitely did it, even though those messages look completely fabricated. Well, there are certain, innuendos that only a crazy weirdo would know how to write, except that those are very, very common internet things, right? These little inside jokes, like ooh woo, those things have been around for a decade. What the FBI is telling me has to be true. Clearly, the autopsy is accurate. I mean, his vertebrae must have stopped a 30-06 with 2,500 foot-pounds of force traveling at 2,000 feet per second. If you're willing to carry out a political event like this, if you have all of the money that the CIA or more have, it would be very easy to have a narrative writer to create a story to make it plausible and to take the heat off of your potential involvement.
I want to tell you that I actually believe that this was a military hit that involved foreign actors and also literal actors. I believe that that day ran something akin to JFK's assassination. I believe that there were therefore multiple decoys on the ground. I do not believe, just so I'm clear here, that the person who was walking up the stairs killed Charlie. In fact, my suspicion is that that photo was not even shot on the same day. I do not believe that the person who ran across Losey rooftop killed Charlie. I think it was another decoy. I do not believe that shot came from a Losey Center at all. And we all know that decoy George Zinn didn't kill Charlie. And I received an interesting tip about him as well, that he's much more connected than what meets the surface. And he potentially has connections to the federal department, familial connections to the federal department. And we are prodding that. It's getting interesting. Anyway, that would suggest that there are thus far a total of 4 decoys, like George Zinn, staircase guy, maroon shirt guy, and
Y'all want to show y'all something real quick. This is proof that IHOP was paying attention to me. And this is the reason, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to show you how much power we have in the media. So I want y'all to take a second to read that. So if you look at the top, Mr. Let Go, and this is the name of the video. I uncovered a secret about Charlie Kirk's death. And as you can see, IHOP, I'm not going to say the name. And if you look down, it says October 9th. That is proof that my voice is loud enough where IHOP is watching me. Do y'all see that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see that. I just want to make sure y'all can see that. Well, I want to make sure y'all can see it clearly. Yes, they are watching. So I just want y'all to see that.
I was not aware that they were selling merch at his memorial.
And shout out to her. I think her name is, hold on, I forgot. Let me see. I want y'all to follow her. She is really dope. Her name is Shabby Shabs. Hold on. I want to make sure I got it right. Damn it, where is she at? She was just on my history. I'm gonna tell you her name. I think it's Shabby. Yeah, she's really good. She's really dope. She's really dope. I'm gonna get her name in a second.
We ran absolutely zero ads. We didn't even let YouTube run ads on that episode. So this is not a tribute episode. This is my podcast, and we're investigating this murder. And
pause here for a second. I was not aware that they were selling merch at his memorial. That is so low. Like it reminds me of when Biggie died, right? So I don't know how old everyone is that's watching, but I still remember the day Biggie died. I still remember the day Tupac died. And it reminded of me, like, after Biggie died, it was weird to me how, like, Diddy was like, oh, I'm going to make this tribute, song to my friend, to Biggie, my buddy, my homie. And, we found out more things.
Sean Combs, Bad Boy.
Yes.
Remember Bad Boy had this artist named Biggie. And Biggie was their only artist at that time, right? This was before Mace, this was before everybody. And then all of a sudden, Biggie became the biggest thing in the world, and he was super famous and everything, right? But what a lot of people didn't know is that Bad Boy was not making any money. The reason why they weren't making any money is every single hit that Bad Boy came out, in the beginning was a sample.
Right.
So that means he'll sample this person's song, sample that person's song. And when you sample somebody's song, either half or a third of the money got to go to the person. It's called clearing a song. So the clearing is the negotiation between how much I'm going to make off of this song that you're going to put out. So next thing you know, he wasn't making a lot of money with Biggie because a lot of things that went, through the roof were samples. So Diddy was like, you know what? Well, Sean was like, you know what? Yeah, her name is Sabby Sabs, not Shabby Sabs. Sabby Sabs. Sabbysabs. So shout out to Sabby Sabs. That's her name. Just like with Charlie Kirk, because I don't want to lose anybody, Biggie is sending us through the roof, and he's making us famous. You know what would send us farther through the roof? If Biggie died, and then we start whining about Biggie in the songs. Oh my God, I miss you, Biggie. Biggie was my best friend. Every step I take, all that stuff. And they're like, yo, let's kill Biggie. And next thing you know, just start crying on stage. Oh, we miss Biggie. Oh my God. And people are going to buy our. So my point is, in saying this right here, is this is literally what happened with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is the 2025 Biggie, and Candace Owens is the 2025 John Wick. And if you just think about Candace Owens, shout out to Tone, they killed my dog. I'm quite sure Candace would say the same thing because they were like this. So from a non-literal standpoint, they killed her dog too. That's why I call Candace Owens the John Wick of 2025, because they killed her dog, as in friend, not as in pet. They killed her dog. So she is out here going crazy because they killed her dog. And nobody seems to give a shit. Stuff, spend more money with us, and then all the money can now go to me instead of Biggie, the other person, and the other person, and the other person. The same thing has happened with TPSU or TPUSA. Get rid of Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk was denying the IHOP contributions. He was turning down $2 million here, $5 million there, know this, know that. And they're like, bro, what are you doing? And then they was just like, you know what? Because I said this earlier. Once Turning Point USA became a faith-based thing and it got into church this and church that and pastor this, pastor that, they no longer needed him because none of these dudes had the charisma to go on a college campus and, go back and forth with these young kids. But they all are these faith-based people. They're better than Charlie Kirk on the pulpit. So just like with Sean Combs and Bad. Hold on. Is YouTube kicking people out again? Allie says she got kicked out the chat. What is going on? Is YouTube kicking people out again? Allie, you back in here? Allie says she just got kicked out the chat. What is going on? Amy said yes. Put a 1 in the chat if look. It blocked my super chat. Okay, maybe if you curse in the super chat, maybe that won't allow you to post a super chat. I don't know, but I've tried to do a super chat on somebody's channel and I cursed and the super chat didn't allow me to do it. So maybe you're using a derogatory word for the super chat. So I will say try to reword it. I don't know. If your super chat gets blocked, change the amount of the super chat by a teeny bit and it should go through. I don't know. I think it's the wording and not the amount. Or drop $100 in the super chat and see if that go through. Instead of $10, try $100. See if it boy, it was like, yo, do you know what? We don't need Biggie. We could just use Biggie's music and then just do Biggie tributes and then move on from him.
Yeah.
And that literally worked. And Sean and Bad Boy became the biggest thing since sliced bread right after Biggie died. That was when Mace came out and Bad Boy for Life and Faith Evans blew up even higher. And what's crazy is with the Biggie situation, they killed this boy, and Biggie's wife sung background with Diddy on every step you take.
Oh, yeah.
The same thing is going on with who?
TPUSA.
Same thing. They get rid of Charlie Kirk, and here comes his wife crying on stage. So the same way. So the same way Faith Evans started singing background for Biggie, even though he's dead, and she knows that Diddy may have killed him, but her stupid ass is still out there singing background for Diddy. Every step I take, knowing he killed her damn husband. The same exact thing is going on with Erika Kirk. She's out there singing background vocals for all these other people with her little handkerchief and with the pyrotechnics shooting up from the floor, knowing damn well them men killed her damn husband. It's the same shit. She is a modern day Faith Evans. These damn women ain't shit. Acting like she crying, knowing that man got killed. They use Biggie's wife is the same way they're using Charlie Kirk's wife.
And as you just said, we just got to see who Erika is going to be doing background vocals for. And by the looks of it, it's going to be Mr. Vance.
Either Mr. Vance or either Mikey.
Oh, yeah, both. Everybody's famous when they die, right?
Yes.
Or even more so, or their legacy moves on.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said that, something really disturbing came to my mind because you said, you know, when he got rid of him, he got bigger. Now we got rid of Charlie Kirk, his legacy. So you killed him once. Now you taking his legacy, that's killing him twice, right?
Oh no. It's taking his life twice. You take his life and then you take his life.
Every person who is doing podcasts.
Hold on. So shout out to Solly Bud. I think that's your name. It seems that TPUSA means true predators more than anything else. Greetings from across the sea. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all support.
Whether it's Allie.
Let me back it up a little bit. It's taking his. What is going on? His life twice. You take his life and then you take his life.
Every person who is doing past, whether it's Ali.
Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with it. Give me a second. Hold on.
You killed him once. Now you're taking his legacy. It's killing him twice, right?
Oh, no. It's taking his life twice. You take his life and then you take his life.
Every person who is doing podcasts, whether it's Ali, his Catholic journey, Isla speaking about what happens, whether they're whatever context they're putting it into, whether it's PBD and his team, which spoke a lot about Charlie Kirk after he died. Why are you looking at me as being the person who's reading my ads? What are you pretending you made some huge sacrifice because for a couple of episodes you didn't run ads? This is what I mean. There's just so much inauthenticity coming out of this company right now. I'm such a good person. Look at me. Like, I didn't read ads on 2 of my episodes, but I did do this Wall Street Journal thing and try to hard launch my podcast a couple of days after he died. But look at me. I declined to do. What was the total amount that you postponed, by the way? Because you didn't decline it. You postponed having to read ads.
They made $90 million and they probably made $600 on the ads, but they made $90 million in 2 weeks.
And said that you made them up later. It's just, there's something that really bothers me about this. They're angry at people who are investigating Charlie's death and catching them in lies. That's why she's mad. She's mad because she lied about me on her podcast and I called it out. Okay. If you don't lie on me, I won't have to call it out. If you don't tell lies about things that took place, about things that were happening at Turning Point USA, at the reason why Charlie wanted a Doge as she did. Oh, we do this every way of healing.
Hold on, y'all. We got breaking news.
This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
Thank you so much, Janice, for the $15 Cash App. Thank you so much. Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you want to support the channel, like I said, the last video I did yesterday or day before yesterday, it got demonetized because I showed y'all when Charlie Kirk fell on the platform and his head was like this. They demonetized that video too. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to put it out because, y'all deserve to see what's going on. So it's difficult. But if y'all want to support, like y'all been supporting, Cash App or Super Chat. Cash App is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. $AARON 1000. And on top of that, Thanksgiving is not that far away. Make sure to buy your card game so you can have something to do and something to play when you are around your family members. So when you're around your family members, buy both card games. It could be an early Christmas gift. You probably ain't gonna see these people on Christmas. Y'all just around each other for Thanksgiving. Get them their gift now. Be like, yo, I just wanted to buy this card game, get this card game for you. I think you and your daughter, you and your little cousin and her mom or whatever or whoever. I think it'd be a good, fun thing to not only play while y'all are there, but for y'all to just give away on Thanksgiving, so y'all ain't got to see their asses when during Christmas, because you probably just want to see these people on Thanksgiving and go about your business. Yes, I ship internationally. Yes, not to every country, but yes. Once you put your information in, you'll be able to know if I ship to you. But yeah, I ship internationally 1000%. But these are only $28, y'all. and the price is going to go up in the near future. But get your card game because Thanksgiving is coming around the corner, because you don't want to wait too late, and then it's a couple days before Thanksgiving, and then you won't get your card game. So everybody right now, I need at least 10 people to buy a card game. Click the link in the chat. I need at least 10 people to buy the card game, because this is a good time to be around your family and play the card game. I got the link. I'm dropping the link in the chat now. Click the link and buy your card game. At least 10 people out of 1,000 people get the card game. It will be helpful to you, not helpful to me. It'll be helpful to you. The help is going to you, because everybody has family issues, no matter who you are.
Which I believe actually pulled the trigger, call it a hunch.
Oh, wrong video.
Here. You want to know how I know that? Because Doge didn't exist before Elon Musk. Charlie's death and catching them in lies. That's why she's mad. She's mad because she lied about me on her podcast, and I called it out. Okay? If you don't lie on me, I won't have to call it out. If you don't tell lies about things that took place, about things that were happening at Turning Point USA, at the reason why Charlie wanted a Doge as she did. Oh, we do this no, you don't do a Doge every year. You want to know how I know that? Because Doge didn't exist before Elon Musk. So it's like, what are you saying? They want us to pretend we're really dumb. And it's emotionally manipulative for them to be like, that's how you honor Charlie. Pretend to be an idiot. Pretend to not know how accounts work. Pretend to not know what it means when we say certain things and then change our stories multiple times. Pretend like it's just beyond the pale that Candace would suggest that we're engaging in a cover-up. Yes, I did say that. I didn't say that Mikey murdered Charlie Kirk. I said Turning Point is engaged in a cover-up because that is literally the only reason that people lie. Anytime you lie, it's because you're covering up the truth. You're engaging in a cover-up, even if it's a white lie. Even if I say
a cover-up is a cover-up, I agree.
Hey, I'm trying to surprise a friend for a birthday party, and I tell her I'm the only one that's going to be there. Meet me here. It's a lie because I'm covering up a certain truth, right? That is what lies are for. There is no other reason to lie unless you're covering something up. So when you lied about the Catholicism thing, it wasn't because you murdered Charlie Kirk, Alex. It was because likely you guys were more concerned with your Christian Zionist donors and also pressure from your Jewish donors. And
facts. And thank you, Amanda. I see you. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate you.
So you just lied to cover up the truth about where Charlie was at. And
thank you, Amanda. I see you. Thank you. I just seen it.
Mikey, in less than a second, does something that I find to be quite strange. He puts his phone to his ear and he begins a conversation. So we're going to watch that clip in its entirety. Down one, I don't know. Maybe we missed it. Because that seems automatic, right? 0.834. That seems pretty quick. And no, he doesn't do that. They is a word. So I don't need to always say they. It's just a weird, it's like, this is one of these psychology tactics where you're like, who is they?
No, if it's a video of him just going like that, whether it's blurred out or not, it's going to demonetize.
Who is they? And it's like,
because it sounds like you're saying Jews.
Does the word they mean Jews?
When you're talking about Jews, yes.
But if I'm not talking about Jews, then they doesn't mean Jews. When I say they want us to believe this or they want us to believe that and you hear Jews, that's your own derangement, right? If I want to say something about Jews, I'll say it. If I want to, just like when I want to say something about black people, I'll say it. And so again, it's one of these trash tactics to make people fearful to speak. I don't fear saying Jews. Any other things that I can help clarify?
But are you familiar with this very long-standing trope?
Couldn't give a shit about a trope.
Tell him, Candace.
I really try not to curse, but I just felt like we needed to kill it real quick. You know what I mean? To just get her to move on from it because I really don't care.
So King said, I chatted my mom gone and it was blocked. What YouTube blocked my mom's gone? YouTube be tripping. Sorry about that. YouTube just be blocking every damn body. They get on my damn nerves. So sorry about that.
So we've been married for
How did you know it was time to get married?
birth
May
dates.
14th,
Yeah.
August
all the things.
23rd. Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021. We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies, meaning there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't got 2 babies, ma'am. It's not a lot to remember. It ain't like you got 12 children. It's not a lot to remember, ma'am. You just don't remember because you don't want to remember because you're paid to be there. You don't even want to be with Charlie Kirk. You are the psyop.
Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
Yeah.
August
all the
23rd.
things. So we've been married for
How did you know it was
4
time to get married?
4 years.
I mean,
how did we know? You just know.
It's also don't waste your time. Right?
Don't waste your time. And plus, we were ready to start our life together.
That's right. Okay,
that was an easy one.
She don't even sound believable right there.
We laugh about this because our dates are so messed up because of babies, meaning there's so many dates to remember.
Mm-hmm. I know. I get all the anniversaries.
Anniversaries, like kids' birth
May
date.
14th.
So an anonymous ain't your man no more because the nigga don't need a hand no more. It's like now, where you going?
So this right here is Charlie Kirk and the devil. And what happened was when Charlie Kirk was a young man, the devil gave him $4.7 million. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all remember that. The guy's name was I forgot his name. But the devil gave Charlie Kirk $4.7 million when Charlie Kirk was like 18 years old. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. Will Montgomery. His name is Will Montgomery. He was the devil. He gave him $4.7 million. And then what happens is, just like with this DMX song, if y'all remember the DMX song, Damien went to DMX and gave him $4.7 million. And of course, it wasn't $4.7 million. It was, I'll just play the song. But the context of this is Damien went to DMX just like Damien went to Charlie Kirk. And Charlie Kirk was like, nah, man, I don't want to do this no more. Oh, no, you got to do it. And this is why Charlie Kirk died. Check this out. Damien, this is, I had to take the music out, but this is the song Damien on the DMX album. Listen.
Not really. What? Ain't your man no more because the nigga don't need a hand no more? It's like now, where you going? I ain't trying to take it. Fucking with a nigga like you, I won't make it. I ain't fucking with this nigga no more. Word to my mother. Fuck it, so you know I'm for sure. Word to my brother. It's like he's gotten worse than before. So now I wonder what type of dirt this nigga got in store for me to get under. Then I get called. Yo! X, police just killed your cousin. I live the projects. Don't get back. Nigga to pay. Him, I got you. Told you I got you. Yo, I got you. I'm in the catch-22. But the niggas got to pay. But I know he gonna be asking for a favor one day. But fuck it. I ain't got no choice in the matter. I gotta kill my people. And I wanna see him splattered. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't on no kid shit. Now I'm gonna use the same gun that you killed them 2 kids with. Is that hard to live with? Nah. So you kill a player. But what you want from me? I'll tell you later.
And that part right there. What you want from me? I'll tell you later. When Will Montgomery gave the young Charlie Kirk $4.7 million, he was like, wow, thank you. Like, how do I repay you? I'll tell you later. Oh, okay. Next thing you know, 10 years later, we need you to do this. We need you to geofence. We need you to do this. We need to do all these crazy things. You know, with the tadpoles, with the traffic lights. And next thing you know, Charlie was like, yo, I don't like where this is going. No, I don't want to do this. Sir, you too deep in this. We don't want to go. You don't want to do this. I gave you $4.7 million to start Turning Point USA. Turning Point USA now is making $80 to $90 million a year. You got to do what I tell you to do. And if you don't, well, I don't even want to make that work. That you already know. Your ass is going to be bug food. And that's literally what happened to Charlie Kirk.
I'll tell you later. Mitchell, it's like, get the fuck out of there. I'm out. Hey, going somewhere?
Hey,
nah,
going somewhere?
Fuck it, what you want? Some new nigga come inside for a minute and puff blunt? Here we go again. After what I just gave you, was you acting like that when you asked for that favor? Yo, I ain't.
You wasn't acting like that when you asked for that favor. You wasn't acting like that when I gave you that $4.7 million, Charlie Kirk. Don't be acting like you somebody now. I made you, Charlie Kirk. You are who you are because of me, Charlie Kirk. Don't act like you somebody when I made you.
Like that, when you asked for that favor. Yo, I ain't asked you for shit. Oh, yes, you did. When you really needed something, when you allowed me to give.
When you allowed me to give, when you allowed me to give you all of that money, when you allowed all those donors to give you that $2 million, $4 million, $5 million, you allowed me to give. When you take the money that the devil is offering you, that is consent. That's what it's called. It's called consent.
Favor. Yo, I ain't asked you for shit. Oh, yes, you did.
You did.
You really needed something, and you allowed me to give. You showed me your soul when you didn't say no. Just let a nigga go. Give me what you owe.
Now give me what you owe, Charlie Kirk.
Give me what you owe.
Charlie
Fuck
Kirk.
what you think. Ain't shit for free. And the motherfucker you know can defeat me. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And with your help, I know the devil won't win.
But it makes no sense to say the devil won't win when every single day you keep letting the devil in.
In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise, in 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charlie.
I think the process went pretty well considering we got him in 33 hours.
Yeah.
We apprehended our suspect in 33 hours because we were transparent and open with the American public, and we're going to continue to do that.
For 33 hours, I was...
All of them are part of it. All of them are part of it. All of them.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
Oh, somebody came from another country, all right. Somebody definitely came from another country. And look at these buffoons down there making a cake. What the hell are they doing? Damn piece of shit. What are y'all doing? That man turned the damn camera on. Look, he did it again. Look at him. He turned his camera on his glasses. This shit is disgusting, man. But Erika Kirk want to sit up there crying and shit like she don't know what's happening. Like I said, Erika Kirk is either an idiot or she's a genius because she got away with it. All of them are all of them. That man is literally smiling. He is smiling. The guy that is smiling, his name is Rick Cutler. And the other guy's named Dan Flood. And I believe the third man is named Will Tate, I believe. Damn, smiling and shit.
So let me break this down because this points out a ton of things. Okay. I don't know if the security is involved, but I can tell you right now, they did not follow procedure at all. Because if you look at this video, no one is applying pressure to his neck. They are more concerned with handing stuff off to each other. Now, there are a lot of people out there who have said the lavalier mic was a gun or it was an explosive device and the guy in the crowd who was doing this set it off. And then somehow all of these guys were passing it around or handing it off or whatever. For me, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be because, once again, the FBI is just not telling us what's going on and they decide to just continue to BS us or whatever. But for me, the more important thing is if something like this happens, like we said, your first obligation is to control the bleeding. Everyone keep that in mind. We got 3 guys verified down there who are working on Charlie or down there doing something, okay? At first, it looks like the guy in the green shirt potentially has hands on Charlie and is attempting to stop the blood, okay? Then as we go further, one of the guys gets up, the guy with the sunglasses on goes here and looks like he either shuts the camera
Wait, all 3 of them got sunglasses on.
off or adjusts the sunglasses. This is all very nonchalant, by the way. And then the guy who looks like he is actually applying pressure grabs something and hands it off to the guy in the black. So at this point, there is nobody applying pressure other than potentially this dude in the black with one hand, which if it's bleeding that bad, you want both hands. So once again, are they involved? I don't know. Does it look like they were applying pressure? I mean, unless there's an invisible guy down there or one dude thinks that one hand is good enough for something like that. Okay. But then everybody moving their hands around, right? Like, for example, the guy in the green who initially has both hands down there and then goes and hands something off. Why wouldn't we see blood on his hand? You're telling me they just had a heap of towels down there and nobody has blood on them? I don't want to call foul play specifically on these guys, but it is very, very hard to believe that there is no blood on any of you, especially.
We are going to get these sons of bitches arrested. I promise you. These pieces of shit are going to prison. I promise you. The evidence that we are compiling, some that we can't talk about on YouTube, is going to help get these sons of bitches put in prison. So that's all I got, y'all. It's 3:00. I am out of here. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, but make sure to get my card game because the holidays are coming up. Make sure to get your card game. This is a very good conversational piece for women in particular, whether it's your mom, whether it's your auntie, whether it's your daughter, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your female sibling. This mother-daughter card game, it has 2 card decks in it. I'm telling you now, this is a fun card game to play with any woman that you know, especially a family member. And y'all already know Thanksgiving is around the corner. Get your card game. Get your card game. And I have another card game coming out. It's called is a letter to your is a father card game. So it's going to be about it's going to be a card game where you can talk to your father, whether your father is present or whether your father isn't there. Is a healing card game where, because a lot of us didn't have our fathers in our lives, and for some of us, our father was in our lives, but he didn't do shit. So we have a lot of issues with our fathers. I actually called my father because I had issues with my father, and I talked to him about the card game, and he said, yo, that's going to be a great card game to play. So that's going to be the next card game that I come out with. And of course, Deeper Discussions card game is not just a dating card game. It's a family dynamic card game, and it helps men and women understand the other person's family dynamic. You can play this during Thanksgiving also, because it's not about dating. It's about understanding how another person in your family grew up differently than you grew up. All right. So the link is in the chat. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. The link is also under this video, and the link will be pinned at the top of the comments. So I will talk to y'all later, and y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'm gonna play the intro again. Drop fire emojis in the chat, y'all.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Everybody.
This is Sparta!
Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop yitty. Drop yitty. Everybody hit the like button. Drop yitty. Drop me, know where you at.
Do it! Just do it! Just do it!
Oh, we got another super chat in the house. Shout out to Allie. This is Allie Travels. She doesn't want to see videos of shady security, but goes to the hospital and sees Charlie in that state. Erika turns off her phone and comes on TV and makes a memorial. How does one do that with their phone off? Facts, all facts. That woman is a co-conspirator to something. We don't know what it is, but she is a co-conspirator to some shit.
Way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
Here's another song that I made.
Mama, sit down, let's play this game. In these cards we heal our pain. Face to face we both explain. Maybe find our bond again. Years of anger lose their sting. We both
What's up, Gemini Queen?
said some hurtful things. Let these questions heal broken strings.
Let this game and fractured wings. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen.
The link is in the chat. Go ahead and get it. I see you. Go ahead and get it, Beatrice.
Forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect, and disrespect. Wounds can be healed in these 2 decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Play it while your mom is alive. Mine went to Jesus December 6, 2024. Shout out to L2 Design. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect, and disrespect. Wounds can be healed in these 2 decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled. Mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? Even though our past attempts have stalled. Mama, please just don't withdraw.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend, a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like they ain't gonna get wore out. Durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.